This orchid could be the future of evolution, or orchid evolution. So with about 25,000 species of orchids, they have the largest group in all of the plant kingdom and are roughly about 8% of all vascular plant species. But really, the past 5 million years have been where we see the real extreme diversity that we know of today. So when orchids first appeared, we think they had something called radial symmetry, or something more similar to radial symmetry. This is the hibiscus, this is radial symmetry. No matter which way you cut it, it'll always look the same. Roses are also great examples of radial symmetry. As you can see, no matter which way you cut this flower, it'll look the same. And that's compared to the orchids that we think of now that are bilaterally symmetrical. So that means if you cut them in half, each side would look the same, but if you cut it horizontally or any other way, it will not. So that's bilaterally symmetrical. Unfortunately, I have not been able to bloom a jewel orchid yet, so I have to rely on my friends here on TikTok, and Moya over at The Naked Orchid shares the naked truth about orchids. She is a great resource if you need to or want to learn more about orchids. She has a whole lot of really cool, interesting jewel orchids like this one. And I really appreciate her taking the time to send me all of these amazing pictures, because there are so many cool jewel orchids, and I'm definitely adding some of these to my wish list, and you should too. So you may be asking, how does this little orchid show the future of orchid evolution? And that is because it is not symmetric at all. This little column right here in the middle is always on every single flower turned to one side, generally the left side, which is a little weird. And like most orchids, they do not actually reward their pollinators, so they have to trick the insect into pollinating them. In this case, it is a lovely little butterfly, and when it lands on the flower, it often uses its left leg to support itself. So the orchid over time figured out that if it turned the column a little left, then the butterfly, when it lands on it, trying to get some nectar in there that it will never receive because the orchid does not receive its pollinator. If it has that column tilted a little bit to the left, then the left leg will touch that column and get the pollen on it, and the orchid will be pollinated. And here is our lovely little butterfly sitting on the Ludicea discolor flower, and as you can see, that front left leg is sitting directly on that pollen, so all it has to do is lift it up, move around a little bit, and place it back in, and it gets pollinated. And we generally don't keep jewel orchids for their flowers, we keep them for their leaves. And again, thank you Moya so much over at The Naked Orchid. Go give her a follow. Great orchid resource. I highly recommend it, and she does lives, which I generally do not do. And so if you want to talk to someone directly and ask them a question, great place to go. She has some amazingly beautiful leaves. I only have Ludicea discolor, so I do not have any of these crazy fancy ones. But they are absolutely stunning and perfect for terrariums, so if you want to get into it, that's a great place to start.